Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and today I continue playing Seablock. So last two episodes we've been trying to build this city block that is supposed to produce these things, crystal catalysts from the GEODES. And in the first episode we produced, I don't even remember how many episodes we had. I don't remember. So in one episode we built the washing. Another episode we produced crystal dust, and I believe in the last episode we built this charcoal pot and placed filtration units and crystallizers. I might be wrong though. I'm not fully sure. So there are not a lot of things that actually remain that like still need to be done. So one of them is one of the things that needs to be done is we need to figure out what to do with the sulfuric wastewater, right? So with this thing that is received from here. Let's see, what can we actually do here? Let's think. We can take this wastewater and bring it somewhere here. We can actually do it at any point, which is nice. We have a build. Let's pin it. Wait, no. Let's not do this build yet. We'll do it later. First, I want to place filtration units in here. I want to place a lot of filtration units. The question is, how many do we need? How many filtration do we need? Filtration units do we need? We need 8 not filtrations, chemical plants that produce crystal dust. We need 8 for this one, and we need 2 for this one. And here we have 11 and 3. So we can actually give, so we can place 10 chemical plants here instead of 8, right? And we can place 4 instead of 1.2 here. Oh, sorry, not 4, 3. We can have 3 of them here. Let's do this. We seem to be missing. Why are we at 1 times the speed? We seem to be missing some chemical plants, but hopefully we'll get them soonish. What's the problem here? The problem here is that we need carbon. We don't have carbon. But at the same time, it's not like we should I produce some carbon? I think I want to. I want to add a chest that will just export some carbon. Just a little bit. A tiny bit of carbon is all we need. Right, and this thing is finally built, so let's say we are producing this from crystal dust, and this thing will produce stuff from the crushed stone. Nice. Right, let's think a bit. How would we want everything to be delivered here? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Five of them. How would we connect everything? So let's say we have... I'm confused. So here we need 13 crushed stone to power this. So in theory it could be just one red line. I mean one green, one yellow line, but we could increase it to one red line if we actually needed to do that. This thing, let's say, I just want it to be placed in here. Let's just assume that I want all of this crushed stone to go directly here. And from there, what can we do from there? It's a bit tricky. Because I want to make sure that this one never backs up. So it has to have priority. And I guess we will have a line coming back here, maybe. We'll see how to connect it. We need a way to connect it and provide things into this. Okay, I need to move it a bit. Maybe like this. Okay, let's assume we are doing something like this. We are delivering things here. This is crushed stone. And another thing that we can do, we can actually tell this part that if for some reason the path ahead is blocked, if it's blocked for whatever reason, then we can send it here. We can send crushed stone here. What's the problem? Yeah. Alright, it's barely outside of range. That's okay. That's fine. So let's see. This should fix the... well, not fix, but this should address the problem with this chemical plants. And we need something similar here, right? 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kind of want to have a very similar build right here. And I think it's totally possible to make it work. This is the right direction, I think. Maybe. Okay, we are copying it. Like this. Right. So with this, we should have enough, and I mean really a lot of crystal dust can be delivered here and here. We could even make it a little bit interesting. We could say that this one's prioritize like going to the left, and this one prioritize going to the right, so that these ones are providing, or I guess better. Basically, I want more or less even production of everything along this line, and to do that, I feel like we have to prioritize things going in this direction, so that they are filling up from this side, because this part needs to reach this areas as well. And I'm just not fully convinced that the production will be super balanced. But at the same time, it doesn't have to be balanced. It's like whatever. We need overall production and usage of mineral sludge, of like this output. That's what we care about. If we're able to crystallize all of the sludge that we're getting, that's good enough. Honestly, that's good enough. Right, let's proceed. The other thing that we actually need to connect and to provide sulfuric acid. And we need a lot of sulfuric acid here. By the way, this part is supposed to be a red belt, I think. Let's upgrade it to red belt. Let's check first of all. 43, yes. We cannot handle it with 2 yellow belts, so we actually want to have a red belt. So we want to have a red belt here, and we want to have red belt here. It doesn't matter, like these tiny ones. It doesn't matter what exactly we are doing there, but these ones need to be red belts. Nice. Next. I was doing this part and I didn't finish. Just connect all of this. This will contain a lot of sulfuric acid. Like lots of sulfuric acid will be here, and my goal is to produce sulfuric acid. And we have a build for that. Just for that, we need 2 hydro plants. Let's say 2 hydro plants. We need 3 chemical plants. This 1, 2, 3. And we need 2 chemical plants like this. I mean, maybe something like this. Does it make sense what I'm doing? Should I move it to the left? Should I move it more to the left? Or should I keep it in the center, in the middle? How many do I have here? I guess here. I have 13. So this is exactly the center, the middle. So maybe I want to center the spot. I'm actually not sure. I am actually not sure what exactly I want to achieve here. Okay, we get this, and we have this one. So in theory, this connection should be enough. This should connect it to the purified water. We can even clarify things with the clarifier. Where is our clarifier? Here's our clarifier. Or I guess we could clarify things if it was a little bit higher. We can totally do that. We can totally move it a little bit up. So now we have space for a clarifier. But do we want to clarify this? This is mineralized water. We do not want to actually clarify that. Okay, my bad. I'm not gonna clarify mineralized water. Okay, let's see. So we are getting some purified water. And I want purified water to be delivered where it's needed. And it's needed right... Wait, it's mineralized water. Okay, let's try to figure this out. So we have mineralized water and we have purified water. And this is produced by... All of this is produced by this part that processes sulfuric wastewater. In addition to this, it needs, like, we need to generate lots of oxygen. Okay, let me think a bit. So this part requires purified water. We can have purified water production kind of on the side there, nearby. Let me move it a little bit closer, because I want my build to be a tiny bit more compact. Okay, so we will get enough purified water, I think, from just one machine. Let's see, let's check. Purified water. We require 58 purified water. We need a little bit for this part and even less for this part. So we also need to deliver purified water here. This is kinda a bit to the side, to be honest. In addition to that, let's finish construction of this build. So we want to have lots of oxygen produced here. 1, 2, 3, and we need 4 of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. 1, 2, 3. This could be moved to the side. This is oxygen and it's connected. Or maybe even not like this. Maybe even like this. So we have the oxygen, we have everything here. We can even prime it a little bit with some chests. So this chest will be used for priming, for like getting some sulfuric, some sulfur in here. Let's see what we're actually missing. We are missing a little bit of purified water here. Let's make purified water dedicated for this spot. So this is one consumer of purified water. Another consumer of purified water is this one. Okay, let's do it. I think we can do it. I can kinda even see how it would work. How it would work, I will place things here. We will have a belt and we'll have purified water coming in from this direction. So this will be how we are getting purified water, and we can get it from like this process. We need to blow these things up, and we need to burn nitrogen. I mean, I could burn nitrogen even here, to be honest. But here it also works. It's okay. It doesn't have to be like perfect or super beautiful. It just needs to work. So we have water produced here, and I wanted a clarifier. I need a clarifier because saline water that is produced here, it's not used for anything. It's just not needed here at all. Alright. So this is purified water that is feeding these three things, and actually its excess can go here. And by excess I mean it can be topping up this part if you really wanted to. Do we want to? I do. I do want it to top up the right? But so how should we connect all of this? It's honestly, it's a bit tricky to connect these things because yeah, the spaghetti is real. Okay, what do we want? Overflow, no, non-return. I mean, it could be overflow. The output side is below that. So the most important thing is to keep my side, like this side, above, right? So if and only if it is above, then we will export it. This is the priority. And here, once it's above, we are exporting. Okay, we cannot do it like this. I mean, we kind of can, but we'll have to change the spot a little bit. So we are exporting purified water. And here we have an excess of purified water. We have like too much actually purified water. We don't know how to deal with it. So what we're gonna do, we will feed it to this building. So we're feeding purified water here, and at the same time, we don't know what to do with it. So how about we add another clarifier just in case? It probably, like, this is probably not ideal design because I have a feeling that this clarifier and this hydro plant will be working non-stop and kind of just pumping the water here. But honestly, whatever. It's not a lot. Maybe I should be a little bit more careful, but power usage of these things is actually not huge. It's like less than half of a megawatt, like way less. It's closer to 0.2. It's like 0.2 of a megawatt will be wasted. I'm willing to waste, like to have such amount wasted. What I'm not willing to is to have this thing behaving correctly. And the idea here is, well, first of all, maybe we should add an enlightened tank. Small storage tank, small storage tank. I think this is the one we want. So this tends to be quite helpful in case, you know, you just want to have some when you want to like amortize the usage and give the build some room to, you know, work continuously. So here we want to have another overflow like this. Looks good, right? I hope. Does it look good? It does. Let's place a lot of power poles to connect all of this. So this is, by the way, not enough. What we're doing here. What we're doing here is not enough because we are still missing a very important part. Let's connect. I want to place power poles pretty much everywhere here. Let's see. How can I make a connection? I mean, place it here. Place it here, here, and here. Yeah, this should do. Another thing that we are missing, I really want to have this rubber port covering these chests, and I want it to also be connected to the rail line. I don't want it to be connected to the, like, to this ones because they will go away, but the one on the right, this one, they will remain. So that's the idea. And here we just do something like this. We limit it to just one stack, and we request where is sulfur. Let's request like a tiny bit of sulfur. We don't need a lot, right? We don't need a lot of sulfur, we just need a little bit because this thing is sulfur positive. And I'll need to clarify actually this part at some point. But we can figure it out later. Before that, I need to... Okay, this is not covering these builds. Let's delete all of this. I don't think these parts are needed anymore. I feel like it's gonna work just fine like this, without all of these purples. And this purple is also not really needed. Why do we have it here? Nice. Let's observe this. How do the connections actually look? We are building this connection, so all of this is connected. And we can also connect it like this, I guess. Here I will need to use a red wire to see what's inside the warehouses and to limit things appropriately. We might also need like another limit kind of to the side for mixed, for like better catalysts that are produced from both of this by combining them together. I'm not sure whether this is enough space to build it, but I hope it will be enough. That's the idea. Right. Here. Let's see. This is supposed to prioritize things to go to the left, and this is supposed to prioritize things coming from the right. So in case there is any overflow, it is prioritized. And this one, let's just make it output priority go to the right, because I want the furthest areas from this one to receive the sludge first. So I kind of want the sludge to go from here instead of it coming from here and spreading there. I'm not sure whether what I'm saying even makes sense, to be honest. I hope it makes at least some sense. So we have priority of this output figured out. We need to figure out priority of this output, ideally. And we need to actually start up the process. What are we missing? We have already... We are producing purified water, and we are producing sulfuric acid. So we have sulfuric acid. I think it's time to start requesting filter frames. Let's say I want like 50 filter frames to be here. I will connect this part. Right, let's connect this one. This is just an input, and this will be an output. But how much do we want to output? I probably want to make it a red belt, just in case. I do not believe it is necessary, but I want that part to be able to eat through charcoal in case it ever needs to. By the way, this will have this filter, so I can just copy it. And the other one, I also want it to be red. Where are red loaders? This one. I'm just using a fake warehouse for now, kind of temporary. Right, but that's not enough, right? I don't think that's enough, because we need to... So we remember that we need 2 lines of crystal dust And I think I will pull them from there and kind of let them go along the charcoal. Yeah, let's do it like this. So we'll have 2 lines of this stuff going here. Okay, it's looking pretty good so far. I mean, if I connect them like this, it should just work, I think. And do I want to balance this? Let's say I want to balance them equally, like, because who knows how exactly they are consuming things from the warehouse, but over here I want them to go to be like equally split and to go to this part and to that part, because that's how our priorities are set up. Nice. So this thing should be working. We are still missing something, though, right? We do not have mineralized water as an input here. How are we able to get this? Alright, we were able to get it from there. Nice. Okay, honestly, looking good. This part has a lot of crystal slurry, but we do not have mineralized water. And we should have enough mineralized water for this. And the reason we should have enough mineralized water is because lots of... Okay, let me think. Let me think a bit. This part, it's really important to condition it on working only when we have like a lot of stone. So this thing should work only when we have a lot of stone, which will leave enough stone for this part to work and for the other kind of pieces to work. So I want to connect it with the red wire, and I want to say if crushed stone is higher than 9,000, only in this case, then I want it to work. But if it's not higher than 9,000, I don't want this belt to work. Nice. What's missing? Well, there is one obvious thing that is missing. We do not have mineralized water. And this part has everything. This part... I mean, it should get the stone at some point. We need mineralized water. How much mineralized water do we need? 380 mineralized water is needed for this build. And we are producing it where? We are producing it here. We need 34 crushed stone. That's like a red belt of crushed stone. Is it correct? Red belt and 2 chemical plants. No, it's not red belt. It's 2 red belts. And we need 2 chemical plants. So how about we make it 3 yellow belts and 3 chemical plants. This should be enough, right? How do we do that? It's needed for this thing. We're also producing some mineralized water here, or we will be producing it in any case. Wait. Oh, it's not connected yet. How do we connect that part? To be honest, I could maybe pull sulfuric wastewater right here from this one. So maybe I should do it like this. So we'll have sulfuric wastewater coming up here. No, I cannot do it here. Yeah, I can. I actually can, sorry. I can totally connect it like this. So we have sulfuric wastewater being taken from this side. Will it be enough? That's the question. Will this be enough or not? I don't know. But in theory, there is an option to somehow pipe it here. I mean, there are always options. Yeah, we can also pipe it from here if the throughput ever becomes a problem and we have to deal with how much? We need to deal with 200 wastewater. That's fine. This, like, regular pipes can easily handle that. Let's see. We want to get mineralized water and we want to do it with 3 yellow belts that we can kind of get here. So let's say 3 yellow belts are coming here. What are we gonna do about this? Well, first of all, we probably want to clarify access of this thing of sulfuric wastewater. Access, meaning overflow. Probably want to clarify it. Just have a suspicion. We can also have clarification right here, and maybe that would even be better. I kind of like the idea of having clarification happening over there. Okay, like this. So we're clarifying everything here. It's pretty compact build so far. I like how it looks. And I need 3 chemical plants here. They're going. That probably will need some water. We'll have to see. And they will be like giving some extra mineralized water to this line. We can even kind of have a line here. Let's connect some mineralized water to this build. How would we do that? This is not a great place for connection. This one. This is okay. I mean, this is also not really that bad, but let's connect it here. Okay. We are doing it. And we'll connect stuff. So we connected the thing. We are also... We need to do something about this. And we probably need to connect it as well. How do we do it? We can connect things here. I think this is a good place. So this is mineralized water that we are missing. Okay, nice. Now, this builds will be giving us mineralized water, and I'd like them to be a little smart, maybe. And how should we do it? Yes, we can do it like this. Let me think them to be a little bit smart and do it only as a top-up valve, right? So we want to top up the... We want to top up mineralized water. We do not want to generate too much of it. And I'll add storage tank, like inline storage tank here, to be able to accumulate some extra amount of mineralized water. Right? Now, we can have this to consume whatever they need to consume. We can have this one go in here. So, right now, this part should be producing lots of mineralized water. Let's connect these things. I feel like that's it. I feel like with that, the build should start working. This into place, a couple of pumps, 1 pump, 2 pumps, 3 pumps. Nice. And that is it. We have a new crystallization happening. Yeah, what is this one? Yeah, it looks like it's Critinium. So let's wait for the belts to accumulate a little bit so that we can actually see what is going on here. Okay, it's working. Have a lot of crushed stone. I'm surprised we're actually consuming so much crushed stone right now. Like, the amount of crushed stone here is not supposed to go down that much. We'll see. So, seems to be working. So let's say this one will be working only if, we can actually connect all of this. This one will be working only if the number of crushed sepharite is less than 10,000. Right? And the same for everything else. This one will be working if the number of crushed chevalite is small. This one with steatite, platinum, rubite, and ammonium. Now, this one will be, let us make it super simple. This one will be mineral catalyst. It will go here. So mineral catalyst. And the other one will be the green one, crystal catalyst. And probably I'll pull it from the other side. Because looks like a good idea to me. Okay, let's see. We are getting some ores here. They are being crushed. We do not get enough crystal slurry. And the reason we don't have enough crystal slurry is because we don't get enough sulfuric acid. And we don't have enough sulfuric acid because we don't have enough sulfur. No, we don't have enough oxygen. How is that possible? Oh, because these things are not connected. Got it. Yeah, we have 3 times less oxygen than we should have. So let's wait a bit, and maybe this part will start working correctly. Okay, this got connected. This thing. Not enough sulfur. Oh, that's sad. I forgot to place inserters. Completely forgot about these buildings. It's okay, let's wait for inserters. Where are the robots? Okay, they're coming. They went to recharge their batteries. And they're coming again. Nice. So now, let's say we're dropping things there, and we're taking things from there, and I can even make it a bit faster. So it's dropping here, taken from there. Nice. So now all 3 of these are working. For some reason this more than all other. It is a bit... oh, because this pipe is emptied faster. It's okay, it doesn't really matter in which order, like how exactly they're working. The important part is that we are consuming everything, like all crushed, crystal dust, right? Crystal dust that is coming. We are crystallizing things. And why it's not coming faster? It's a good question. What is the problem here? I think the problem is the fact that we have just tier 3, oh sorry, tier 2 ore crushes here, instead of tier 3 ones. I feel like that is actually the issue. Let's double check. Let's look at the crushers. So we are getting 18 stuff. Let's say 16, 13, 13, 13, 18. So 18 materials. That should be enough for a single fast transport belt. Insert. Okay, it's blocked because we are not processing crushed stone here fast enough. Okay, and this one, it's supposed to work non-stop, but in reality it cannot work non-stop because it doesn't have enough sulfuric acid. Okay, I understand that we are having 2 times less sulfuric acid than we should have. Nice, so now we have lots of sulfuric acid. Or we should have lots of it anyway. It's working non-stop, both of these are working. Exactly as we wanted this to be. I mean, honestly, could also place inline storage tank here. So if we have one here, we have one here. We have one here, basically all corners of this of hydro plant. These are working and they will be filling up the spot as needed. Right, let's see. This consumed a lot of charcoal. It's basically, sorry, not charcoal, crushed stone. It's basically shot on crushed stone. And this part is working non-stop, as you can see. There are no issues with consumption of the materials. The only problem is that we don't quite have enough production in a way right now. Well, not production, but we are missing a couple of like high tier crushers here. This causes red geodes and blue geodes here to kind of stockpile a bit. Let's check which are the ones that are actually missing. If we're running on the red ones, then we need a little bit of yellow. So we're missing one blue, one yellow, and one red. One blue. Should be easy actually to fit in, but I don't want to. One yellow. Might be tricky to fit in. And one red. Honestly, I just need to upgrade them, and that's it. And this thing will be producing even more stuff. It will actually start fully eating all of these geodes. Right. And on that, I would actually like to finish the episode. Let's just observe whether everything's working. And what was the issue with the science? Because this thing hasn't been running in a while. We're missing these things. We're missing glass. We ate through all the glass. We ate through all glass. No way. We just filled up the warehouses. Okay, this should fix it. And we should probably update our glass at some point, or I'm not sure. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted it like this. This is awesome, what we have here. It's working, it's filling this train station with different materials. And yeah, let's continue looking at this. I think it looks pretty good. And can also recycle geodes. Theoretically. Like, in theory, it should be able to recycle them. In practice, we'll actually need to have some kind of prioritization set up here. Something that allows this belt to go in and have priority over these belts. On the other hand, maybe it's not actually needed. Maybe it will work just fine as it is. Nice. Have some excess stone that we are converting into the sludge right here. Okay, the important part is that nothing is yellow here. We have overbuilt this a little bit. I'm not sure whether it will ever be needed, but I think if we have a little bit more crystal dust, we will use more of this. And also, if we have like some stockpile of crystal dust, I want this build to be able to kind of chew through it and go through it. let's take a look. This one, I mean, this is working fine. It's a bit slow. They're not that slow. Let's see whether the consumption is more or less even. We don't have enough Bobmonium here. So unfortunately Bobmonium, like this build, receives less of the mineral sludge than everything else. But this actually might change once we get more crystal dust. So I wouldn't worry just yet about that. This is huge. Let me check something. So let's say we have this catalyst, right? And we have this hybrid catalyst. How do we build it? We are building it from 2 mineral catalysts and 2 crystal catalysts inside crystallizer 2. So we will have to have a crystallizer 2 let's say here, or maybe like here, and we can actually, how are we gonna feed it? Will we feed it like this? Because in theory we could just do something like this, right? We could say we are splitting things equally, for example, or maybe giving priority to this crystal catalyst. I don't know what is more important. I think we want to have like a small tickle of all of them. So we can connect things like this in the future. And we could just say that, okay, this part is going here, and we are placing it right here, and we do it until the amount reaches 10,000. Let's connect that belt. Let's say until this, sorry, not until, while this is less than 10,000, we will be consuming it. Nice. What happened with our ore production in the last, let's say, hour? So we, let's do crushed. Set the stone. So we had some production. So we started to produce a lot of crushed Bobmonium. I'm not sure why specifically Bobmonium. I don't feel like it's this build like I don't feel it's this build that cost huge Bobmonium needs. It was probably what we had below. Yes, because this is just a little bit, right, compared to these builds. Compared to this one, what we have here is nothing. The main value of this is this belt with green catalysts. This is the main thing that we are producing. And it's working non-stop, by the way. It's able somehow to work non-stop. These are not quite as non-stop, but still it's kind of nice that this part is able to work non-stop. Maybe I should have moved all of this to the right by one. But no, it's okay as it is. It's fine. It's working, and that's the important part. This thing is not needed. This one is working. There are no extra connections, no extra outputs. It just works. So I spent like, I don't know, 10 minutes, 15 minutes looking at the build. We haven't seen any issues yet. The only potential issue is that the production of the ores is not even here. But it's not even supposed to be even. So I'm totally fine with that. Because if I stomp like multiple of these blocks all over the map, I will get, you know, kind of okayish distribution of the ores, and sometimes at one point one block will be able to provide some crushed ores, at another point another one will be able to do that. So it should be fine. It should be fine. This doesn't it, I guess, as much as it could, but it's okay. It is okay. The important part is that we are not short on mineralized water, we are not short on purified water. We are constantly removing purified water from the system. That's because this thing is working non-stop. So yeah, this is like the only drawback. So this line of purified water is running non-stop all the time. And I cannot really do anything about it, to be honest. I mean, we probably can, but I just don't want to overcomplicate it. It's fine. It's like 1, 2, 3 entities plus this offshore pump, 4 entities, and maybe overflow valve. It's okay. Awesome. This is looking really good. Yeah. This is our GEODES build. I really like it. I think it's awesome. It produces, it's supposed to produce 2 crystal catalysts, 2 mineral catalysts, and 8 crushed ores per second. It's like 2 plus 2 plus 8. And right now this 8 is split by like 1.3, I guess, of each type. Not a lot, but no, it's something. It's something. And we really need this ores because we are having problem with a lot of things. Like we are having problem with silicon now. We need to fix this part. Actually, let me write it into the to-do list. So we build crystal catalysts. We need better glass for sure. I should have fixed the glass earlier. We need better glass and potentially better silver, but we do have some silver here. Silver, right? So I'm not sure whether I should start getting worried. Let's see how much we have. 1.8. That's not a lot. We have lots of aluminium, lots of lead. Yeah. This stuff is working. This part is not working. Rubite. What happened with rubite? We ran out, like this house ran out of space. Let's fix the problem. And like you know by now how I like fixing these kinds of problems. The best fix is a loader and another workhouse. Yeah, okay, problem gone. We don't have any problems with this anymore. it just works. Once it's built, of course. This is the build. Let's look at it again. I can actually remove some of these extra things. I don't feel like we need this rubber ports, and we don't need this rubber port either. At least we shouldn't need it. Okay, now the robot's working. Are they doing what we asked them to do? Oh, this is left without power. That was not expected, and it's not how this is supposed to work. That's how I wanted to. Maybe even like this. Right, and we can make a similar connection. Yeah, right, we're connecting 2 tiles away. I think, yes. Tiles away, connecting it here, and let's drop a thing here. So this whole block will be connected. I'm not convinced about making the connection through this power pole, but it is what it is. That's how we do things right now. Yes, okay, and it has... It's working again. It's back to working again. We have a lot of charcoal here. We could in theory export excess charcoal. And that's not even a bad idea, to be honest. We could have our geode build, exporting some charcoal and just providing it in the network in case it's needed anywhere. No, that's a bad idea, because I do not want to use too much of the crushed stone for this. Yeah, I don't want to use too much crushed stone, so I'm not gonna, you know, use it from here. I mean, in theory, we can make a priority working, like, if this thing has more than, let's say, like 5,000 crushed stone, in this case, we are exporting charcoal. That would actually work. That would work, but the build is fine as it is right now. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Cheers!